Welcome back to the Pitch Clock. I'm your host, Connor Nelson. This is Baseball Debate at Game Speed, where every question comes with a 15-second clock. When the clock starts, it's fast takes, some heated debates, and zero wasted time. With that, I'm fired up to welcome the host of Talking Game. You can catch him spitting out hot takes on any and everything in the sports realm. This is Tony, a.k.a. the Yellow Tape King. Tony, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on, man. Always good to chop it up with you about baseball.
Yes, sir. Well, Tony, just for a quick background to the audience, they can find pretty much anything they need to know on Talking Game. But give us a quick, who do you root for and why?
Baseball, Yankees. Grew up in the Yankees household. My dad, a New York household. If it was up to my dad, I like Yankees, Knicks, Giants, even Rangers. And he don't even watch hockey like that. But Yankees was winning in the '90s, late '90s, so it was easy to gravitate towards them. Um, yeah, man. Basketball, Lakers, Kobe, early 2000s. Football, Panthers. Grew up in Carolina. And college football, like the Hurricanes. Early 2000s, they were dominating, so I was rolling with them for sure. Carolina hoops, college basketball. I'm all over the place.
All over the place. And hey, that's what makes Talking Game so fun, man. You never know what you're going to catch on your feed when it pops up. Going to have a
Yeah.
different guest all the time, too. Maybe
Yep.
hinted at a wall of fame we might be seeing soon. So I'm going to stay tuned for that. But you mentioned Yankees. We're going to hold off on some Yankees topics for now because we're still got spring training action going on. There's new news coming out every day. But we're going to get this clock started right now, Tony. And I'm just curious who you think going into this 2026 season is the most overrated player in baseball.
The most overrated player for me is Kyle Tucker. Once you start making $60 million, you got to make it make sense. And he wasn't even the best outfielder on his team last year. So for him to get all that money in free agency is crazy.
If you don't think Kyle Tucker is that valuable, I mean, where would you rank him in terms of the top outfielders in the game right now? If you think, I mean, saying he's overrated is one thing, sure, but sometimes you got to prop it up the talent. Where would you rank him amongst the best?
Of course, I'm gonna go Judge. I'm gonna go Carroll. I'm gonna go PCA. I'm gonna go Tatis. So what's that? Three right there. Do we count Mookie Betts? I'll still put Mookie Betts out there, above him. So that's at least 4 or 5. That's crazy. And you being the highest paid player, I think I bought.
I I think you did, Balk. So hey, we're gonna get the Balk challenges started early here, Tony. Sheesh. All right, first question, but hey, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. This is going to be an awards focused question. So for the audience who hasn't seen a Balk challenge yet, if you go over our 15-second timer, that means you're going to get a challenge question. So he's going to have 15 seconds, of course, our pitch clock timer, to name as many of the answer as he possibly can. So Tony, the clock's going to start as soon as I say it's hot.
Let's go.
All right. So, Tony, I'm going to need you to name me as many Cy Young Award winners as you can from the year 2000 and on. The clock is hot.
Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander, Tim Lincecum, Roy Halladay. Um, my gosh. Oh, now I'm going blank. Just that fast. Oh my gosh.
It
The
is
clock.
that fast. That's the timer.
The
So,
clock.
we'll have to run it back for the official count, but I had to write them down real quick. Scherzer, Verlander, Lincecum, Holiday. I think that's 4 hits. You went 4 for 4 on your guesses. Hey, everybody else has gotten at least one wrong. They've thrown a name out there that hasn't gotten one. Total of 50 answers you could have gone with in 15 seconds. You got me
God,
4. What do you think? If you think you had another chance, you think you could pull out some more?
I'll crush it.
All right. Well, we'll save it for the next block challenge because who knows? There might be some more riddled
Okay.
in the rest of this episode. But we'll just go ahead and flip that first question around, Tony. Who do you think going into this next season is the most underrated player in baseball?
Jose Ramirez. To me, if Jose Ramirez wasn't loyal to the Guardians and hit free agency, I would pay him $400 or $500 million. He's model consistency. He's going to bat above 380. He's going to get you 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, maybe a Gold Glove.
Well, my only question to that is because like I said, saying people are overrated or underrated is one thing, but then you gotta show up with the stats. Would you say when the time comes, Jose Ramirez is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Ooh, no, no, I
Quick,
don't. Yeah, no.
quick answer.
I mean, he hasn't no MVPs, maybe no championships. that is going to be the things that knock him from it. He's always going to be looked at as the third or fourth best player of his generation instead of the best.
You look at the NBA Hall of Fame, and maybe you don't need all of those accolades, those team championships that you need in the MLB and some of these other sports in the Hall of Fames. But yeah, in the MLB, I think Jose Ramirez will definitely get knocked for not having any rings. So unfortunately, the Cubs stole it from him the 1 year. Do you think he gets another shot? Last question.
Not with the Guardians.
Fair enough. Not with the Guardians. All right, he avoids a balk on question number 2. Our last topic on this show for today, Tony. My question for you is, we've mentioned Aaron Boone a lot on this topic, so I'll ask you, who do you think will be the first coach fired in 2026? Who's on the hot seat?
I pray it's Aaron Boone. I pray it's Aaron Boone. And you know what? If Brian Cashman says we have a championship roster, then it has to be the coach's fault or the manager when it comes to baseball. So, hey, if we go out and start 20-30, fire.
I like it. Got it in just before the clock there. And you threw out something right there that I want to follow up with. Do you think the Yankees have a championship roster going into 2026?
No. No. You have 4 left-handed infielders. No. Okay. So and that goes to the roster construction. Is the Spider-Man meme? Boone is pointing at Cashman. Cashman pointing at Boone.
That's the best description I've heard of them yet, man. Oh, we've had Boone on this topic a few times now. He's definitely on the hot seat this year. I mean, they gotta at least represent the American League in the World Series, or else he's gone. Do you think that's accurate?
I really don't know anymore. Like something might happen that throws off the season that gives them an excuse. I don't know. Like somebody gets hurt and now they feel like, it wasn't Boone's fault. He got us 95 wins. I would have been fired him. So I don't know what's a fireable offense anymore.
All right. Well, if that's the hypothetical scenario, I think only Aaron Judge can constitute, all right, Boone gets, a little bit more leash this season if they aren't able to really compete. I don't know if they have a championship level roster yet. This is going to be a stacked AL East, but hey, I think they can probably do it. I mean, it's the Yankees, right? Trade deadline. What do you think? Any moves at the deadline? Is that what you're hoping for?
That's all you can hope for with a abysmal offseason. And it's crazy to hear Aaron Judge actually come out and say, "Is the Yankees do something? Go get people." Like he was even feeling it. Like this was uncharacteristic. Even though we spent bad money, I think in like the last 4 or 5 years, at least we spent some money. We did nothing, and the rest of the East got better, so that made it even worse.
Yeah, the whole AL is looking like the Western Conference of the NBA right now. So we'll see how it all shakes out. We're going to have Tony on again. We're going to be getting more content from him. If you're looking for more, it's going to be at the pitch clock on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. We're all over the place. That's where you can check us out. Tony's Talking Game links will be in the description, so check that out as well. Lastly, Tony, any last words for the audience before we wrap it up?
I know that we were talking baseball. I said it last night. I'm going to say it here. Hey, man, check out some softball. There's some exciting games going on in college softball right now. Texas Tech is pretty good. Texas is good. Yeah, watch some softball.
It's the time of year where Wheels Baseball Channel, if you know, you know, it gets hot on the YouTube side of things if you're not able to catch up with all the action live. So we'll leave it there. Tony, thank you so much for joining us today. That was the Pitch Clock today, folks. We'll catch you.